Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakuraso here, coming at you guys with 5 cards that you should be buying from Ghosts of the Past. In this video, not only am I going to explain why you should be getting these specific 5 cards out of Ghosts of the Past, but also tell you when you should get them. Should you get them on pre-order? Should you get them 2 weeks later after prices go down, etc., etc.? Now, if you enjoy these kinds of videos, make sure to smash that like button. If we get 65 likes on this video, that would be awesome. And let me know what you're getting from Ghosts of the Past in the comment section below, along with what your picks are. And I'm just going to jump right into it. If you're buying any of these cards off TCG Player, though, please use my affiliate link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to no additional cost to you. And consider being a YouTube channel member as well. Thank you to all my YouTube channel members. Now we're going to get right into it. So the first pick is number 60, Dugares the Timeless. Now, the pre-sale price for this is $5. And it's going to go lower and lower since there's the sellers, at least on TCG Player and a few other sites that I've seen, have a large amount of quantities of this card. You know, you'll see walls of like 20 up to like 90. And I have reasons to believe that this card could go down even further. But the reason I'm telling you guys to pick it up is because this card, when it came out of Battles of Legend, was a $1 to $2 card and was considered a good penny stock at the time. And I remember cashing out at $10 on these, but these cards rose up to, this card rose up to $15 to $17. You know, on a good day, downwards towards 13, 14 on a bad day. And even though this card wasn't as, you know, frequented in as many, you know, meta-topping decks, as it probably should have been, this card still sees a lot of play. It's one of the more underrated rank 4s of its era. Now, I'm telling you guys to pick it up now because I think history is going to repeat itself. I think this is going to go down to a $2 or $3 card, and slowly but surely, not in the first month, not in the second month, not in the third month of Ghosts of the Past release, but later down the line, this card is going to hit $6, $7, $8, $9, $10 again, possibly even going back to its original value, unless it gets reprinted. But this is such a generic card that I think that as long as it's used, it's going to hold some type of value after a long time. You know, look at stuff like Heretic Seal, for example. Now, the second card that I have that you should buy from Ghosts of the Past is actually Galaxy Soldier. Now, a lot of people are unfamiliar with Galaxy Soldier, so I'm going to actually read the effect here off my phone. You send another light monster from your hand to the graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand, defense position, and when it's special summoned, you add a Galaxy monster from your deck to your hand. So this is not only used in Galaxy, but it's also used in Cyber Dragons because it's a level 5 and you're able to overlay and do all crazy shenanigans that Cyber Dragon does. And every time this card has been printed as a reprint, because we are going on to its 3rd Ultra reprint, not the first, not the 2nd Ultra reprint, the 3rd Ultra reprint. And the other 2 Ultra reprints started exactly at $5, which is what it was going for right now, and went up from anywhere from $12 to $18, $19. And that is per copy here. History already repeated itself with this card. At this point, it's hilarious how this card's only $5. Because I could easily tell you where it's going to be double digits in the next 3-4 months. I suggest stocking up on these as well, especially because Galaxy cards always tend to sell. There's a lot of Galaxy fans. I've never met one of them. I think it's because they just don't leave their rooms. You know, if I had to take a wild guess here. But you know, there's a lot of Galaxy players out there and a lot of people who want to collect Zexal cards and all that. So you have that, and then you have the multiple decks that play. Because while I've listed Cyber Dragons and obviously Galaxies, there's other decks that could play this card of being a, just free pitch a light, special it, and then you add the same guy to just do your combo again next turn. And it doesn't lock you into anything. So this card could go even further if it starts seeing any type of meta play. Now, I don't think it's going to, but you're guaranteed double digits when you buy this card. And at $5, hey, doubling your money, that's pretty tight. Now, the next card that I have for your 5 cards that I have in your trade binder is actually Quintet Magician. Now, this is $2 currently on pre-sale and going down to about $1, and that's kind of when I would grab it. Now, what this card does, because a lot of players actually don't know what this card does, is it's 5 spellcaster monsters. And when it's fusion summoned, using 5 spellcasters with different names, you can destroy all cards your opponent controls, and then this face-up card on the field cannot be tributed nor used as a fusion material. Also, it cannot be destroyed by card effects. So what's really awesome about this card is it's somehow kaiju proof and super poly proof while protecting itself, and that's just hilarious to me because it's very hard to actually deal with this card when it's on the field. It's actually not that hard to get because there are certain strategies, including certain like very one-shot Shaddoll builds are very, very kinky, which is why I love Shadolls, to be honest with you here. I mean, look at Construct. You know she's into that. But this, you could use Magicalized Fusion to just dump a bunch of Shaddolls, get a bunch of effects, and then, blow up the whole field, get, more pluses off, etc. This is also played in other decks as well, as long as being a collector card. Now, like I said, this was about $1 or $2 per copy when it came out, but then slowly rose to a $14 card. It started off at 5, 6, 7, and it wasn't necessarily a buyout that caused this. It was gradual growth. This card didn't become X amount of money in one day. It was a process. It was a story. And what that means is players actually want this card, and this card maintained a very secure price. Right now, the OGs are like $5, $6 as well, which isn't that bad, but I think you just have a lot more money getting these $1 or $2 versions, because these can follow suit and go up to $4, $5, $6, $7. At $1, you really can't go wrong. Even at $2 right now, which is what the pre-order sale is, you can't really go wrong. I just like I said, most as I say in my market watches, for those who don't know, most pre-orders tend to go down. That's why I don't really believe in pre-orders that much. But there are certain cards, for example, a Galaxy Soldier is the one exception I think that I could think of, at least from Ghost of the Past so far, that is if you buy, get this at $5, and then it can go up from there. It's okay to grab now at $5, although it could go lower, and if it does, hey, that's wonderful. Now the fourth card that I actually have for your 5 cards out of your trade binder is actually Adhara at $1. Now, Tenyi Spirit Adhara, it's an Earth Tuner that special summons itself, meaning that you can also use it to go into stuff like Nat Beast, Naturia Barkin. You could go into Crystal Halki Fibrax, aka Needle Fiber. I'm finally calling it Halki Fibrax after about 2 years of having it in the game, but like, we knew it as Halk or Needle Fiber for so long. So it's like it's still a bad habit of mine. But regardless, moving on, it's a target for that. It's played in Sword Soul, which is a meta competitive deck right now. Tenyis are very splashable in multiple decks as well. I know some people actually like to play it with the Spy and Branded, and I think that Tenyi is actually going to be mixed in with our decks for quite a while, and ironically be something amazing that was coming out of Rise of the Duelist, because I believe that's where they debuted, but I could be wrong. So super rares from OTS went as crazy as $7, $8 at one point. And this card was always worth a little something, seeing about how good it was. I think getting ultra rares at about 80 cents here, 70, 80 cents, isn't a bad idea, because this could slowly climb to a $3, $4 card, because a lot of people are going to want to secure a place into this for their decks. And again, it's not going to be overnight, but this will surely but slowly go up. It just has way too many uses. And it's seeing play even in the meta game right now. So from casual to meta, it's of quite a few decks. Sometimes it's 1 or 2, but it varies because of on the deck. It's a very good card. I would make sure you have your copies while you can. And the last card I have for you here before my honorable mention, which if you haven't smash the like button yet, I don't know what you're doing, is Vampire Sucker. Now what Vampire Sucker does is it takes 2 zombie monsters, and if you attribute a monster for a tribute summon, you could tribute summon zombie monsters your opponent controls, even though you do not control them. Now, I don't know why it has to have that last sentence. It could be a little shorter, but whatever. With Zombie World, this is very easy to get Doom King Baldarok or other type of shenanigans in zombies. Right, now, what you also could do is you could target a monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon it to your opponent's field in defense, but it becomes a zombie. And if a zombie monster is special summon from either graveyard, you draw a card. So this is a pretty good link to Vor Zombies, and the ultra rare went up to about $2 to $4 for quite some time, being literally 50 cents, which is actually quite a lot of growth. But then it slowly climbed to a $5, $6 card, all the way up to $8. So this card, and this was for the reprint, not even an OG print. Since the OG print came out, Flames of Destruction as Secret Rare, which for First Ed printings over there, that's actually a very good investment too, but that's for a different video, not this one. I would grab these because right now they're also 80 cents, and I could see these following, suit with, other cards like Quintet Magician. History repeats itself. It could go from 80 cents to $1 all the way up to, $2, $3, $4, $5. Now, I think this might even get a little cheaper because I saw some pretty big walls at 80 cents. We could be seeing this around 50 cents or a quarter, basically how it was the first time. But I would grab quite a few copies while you can because it's a pretty safe investment. Now for the honorable mention, and I'm also going to explain why it wasn't here, is actually Necroworld Banshee. Now, these are about $5 on pre-sale, and if they go below $2, I would actually grab them, because every zombie deck has to play this card regardless, because every zombie deck, for it to be the best build by far, and probably, you know, the most fun, even though I don't know how fun resolving Super Poly is every single game for some zombie players, but hey, I'm not going to judge. You know, that's my other, you know, I am going to judge. I hate zombie players. But point is, Necroworld Banshee is a card you have to play religiously, because it gets you out zombie world very, very consistently, which helps boost zombie strategies and makes their whole strategy a lot faster. This was a solo print in a structure deck and rose up to about $15–16, which is actually quite crazy. That was for a super rare. Now that we have the ultra rare, I think at $5, I think a lot of people are going to want it, going to like it, but eventually is going to calm down to about a $2 card, and that is probably when I would get it. Now, if you guys enjoyed this market watch, make sure to smash, or market watch, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. If you're buying any cards off TCG Play, please use my affiliate link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to no additional cost to you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.